Hello, everyone. I'm Sign1News anchor Martha Anger. Here's a quick look at the top trending stories making headlines today. If you post an interesting comment during this update, we may add it at the bottom of the screen. The White House says the timeline for Russia further invading Ukraine is, quote, in the window, meaning it could happen any day now, and tens of thousands of people could be killed. Russian President Vladimir Putin has more than just troops in position along the Ukrainian border. He has ordered fuel, field hospitals, and blood supplies. All of the things needed for a full-scale invasion. NATO is preparing to respond if needed. And President Joe Biden has ordered almost 3,000 U.S. troops to reinforce NATO allies in Poland and Romania. The CDC is reporting that 212 million Americans are now fully vaccinated against COVID-19. That amounts to roughly 64% of Americans. And more than 89 million Americans have been boosted, which amounts to 27% of the total U.S. population. However, the U.S. has hit a grim milestone with a total of 900,000 deaths since the pandemic started. And more than 2,000 people are dying from COVID-19 every day on average, according to Johns Hopkins University. Health experts say even though there is progress being made, they stress the war against this virus has not yet been won. Ottawa has declared a state of emergency as a result of a 2-week protest against COVID-19 restrictions. It started as just a trucker protest, but now hundreds of tractor trailers plus other trucks and thousands of people have spread out from one side of the country to the other, demanding an end to vaccine mandates, mask mandates, lockdowns, and health restrictions. The growing protest has officials concerned that they won't be able to handle it anymore, and it is now considered a threat to democracy. Jury selection began today, Monday, in the federal hate crime trial for 3 men convicted of killing black jogger Ahmaud Arbery 2 years ago. Gregory and Travis McMichael and William Roddy Bryan have already been sentenced to life in prison after their convictions in Georgia state court last year. Now government lawyers will try to prove the men chased down and shot the 25-year-old to death simply because he was black. Former NBA star and deaf advocate Mike Glenn is proudly displaying his massive and impressive collection of rare historic stamps at the Gwinnett County Courthouse in Lawrenceville, Georgia, throughout the month of February for Black History Month. Glenn played in the NBA for years. His father was the former head coach at Georgia School for the Deaf, and for the past 30 years, Glenn has hosted an all-star basketball camp for deaf and hard-of-hearing athletes. His stamp collection goes back as far as the 1800s, covering politics, entertainment, education, sports, business, and more, even highlighting significant moments not just in Black history. 2 of the stamps he's particularly proud of are the ones for Helen Keller and Gallaudet University.
So I like stamps, and you can just a lot of different people here, like she working with deaf people, she was deaf and blind, of course. And so people, they like to see that, you know, and they feel good when they see G-L-E-N, Helen Keller. So that's one of my favorite stamps, and that one. But I also like a lot Gallaudet, and he did both. Before it was a case, a law, C-A-S-E, about some enslaved slavery people, and it was called the Amistad, A-M-I-S-T-A-D, and they brought him in to see if he could understand what the people from Africa were saying. So he was trying to sign to them. He had some success, and he understood some things, and he explained some things, and later they found someone that could speak their language. But first they tried Gallaudet, and that was back in 1839, you know, and we're very proud of him for starting that first deaf school in Connecticut. So we're very, very proud of Gallaudet. Now, of course, it's the college there in Washington, D.C. You know, President Lincoln had to sign it, you know, to start that school in D.C. Many years it's been there. So we're really glad for him and his son, you know.
Beijing Winter Olympics mascot Bing Dwing Dwing, or BDD, is a big hit at the Games. The mascots are eliciting huge cheers from crowds, sometimes louder than those heard for athletes competing. BDD can be easily spotted at event sites, in the stands, on signage, and on flags. While stuffed BDDs are given to medalists, there are reports that souvenir shops are already sold out. Two new movies cracked the top 5 at the weekend box office, and one of them dethroned Spider-Man No Way Home for the top spot. Spidey dropped to 3rd, but still made another $9.6 million for a domestic total of $749 million. The new number 1 movie is Jackass Forever. Every Jackass movie in history has opened at number 1, and Jackass Forever continued the streak, topping the chart with $23.5 million. Sign1News will be broadcasting updates Monday through Friday. Then this Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, join us for a live panel of diverse guests to discuss the hot topics of the week. A big thank you to our Sign1News app supporters. You help make this broadcast happen. You can download the Sign1News app by heading to the App Store or Google Play Store on your smartphone, and you can also watch on Apple TV, Amazon, and Roku.